Toastmasters. Isn't it amazing that you can get up every morning and something new happens? Absolutely every single day is a new opportunity to learn and a new opportunity to teach. I'm going to be talking about impromptu speaking, which is something that's very, very important for us Toastmasters because you never know when you're going to have the occasion that you may have to give a speech off the top of your head. For example, let's say you were going to a meeting and one of the speakers was the world champion of speaking, and the night before hurt himself on a treadmill. And they say, Vince, step in, you know what you're doing. And I think, I didn't have anything prepared, but I'll do an impromptu speech because by golly, I'm that good at it. So I learned something, and I'm going to teach something to you now, because impromptu speaking is very, very important. Now, impromptu, of course, means without promptu, meaning without prompting, without preparation. This was from the ancient geek, whose name was Sheldonius Poindexteronium. They did have geeks back in those days. Anyway, impromptu speaking is when you have to do it basically on your own. Now, in general, don't be too frightened because they're generally not going to ask you to speak about something that you don't know about. So keep your mind open in impromptu speaking. It's a very important thing. Don't have any preconceived notions. Speak from your heart. Talk about what you know. If they were to ask me about deep sea scuba diving, I'd have to say, sure, I'll make it up. But I don't have to make this up because I know a little bit about impromptu speaking. It's something that I know is terrifying, and I know in public speaking, just in general, most of the people in the world are terrified of public speaking. And I think there's far, far, far more things to be frightened about than public speaking. I mean, the Babadook. Much scarier, don't you think? Very good. So, when you are presented with the opportunity to do some impromptu speaking, kind of sit down like I did over there and gather your wits. Try to relax a little bit and then think about what it is that you know, what it is that you believe, what it is that you care about, what it is that you can teach. Today, because of the situation, I was not completely prepared, and there'll be another speech at some point in time about how to be prepared for tonsorial and haberdashery type, because as you can see, my hair and my clothing, not exactly what you'd expect from a professional speaker, but I think it works for me because it's the kind of guy I am. So, remember about the things that you care about. For example, Chris, what do you care about? What is your passion? Health. Very good. And apparently you do very well at it because look at you. You're sitting there breathing and everything. And you could actually speak about health, couldn't you, without any prompting? See? Betsy, what is your passion? What do you love? I'm sorry? Technology. And you could speak off the cuff about it. You've worked in the technology field for a long time. There are always things in technology that are just exploding, things that we don't understand, especially as old people. My God, how do you get that 12 to get off on the VCR? Huh? It keeps blinking at me. Joan, what is your passion? Communication. And you know what? I understood every word she said. Well done. But that's what you do. You dig deep. Gabriel, passion? Speaking. Very good. And you didn't even need a treat to do that. Because that's my dog. If I ask him to speak, I have to give him a treat. Speaking. Once again, whatever it is that you're passionate about, trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Speak from your heart. Don't worry about looking foolish. Case in point. Don't worry about not being in your most beautiful clothing of all, case in point. But get out there and present how you feel about your passion to others. Tell them why they might as well be interested in that very thing. Chris would go, are you interested in health? Because I think you should be. Do you want to live to be more than 30? Because many of our ancestors only lived to 30. They didn't have the opportunity to take care of themselves the way we do. Gabriel would be saying, I love to speak, and I think it would be good if you could learn to speak as well, to express yourself. And Joan would say, yes, express yourself, and I, being a communication expert, will teach you exactly how, when, and where to express yourself. Believe in yourself, number one. Believe in your passion, number two. And believe that other people would really love to know a little bit more about you and a little bit more about your passion. You put all those things together, you take a nice deep breath and speak from your heart, you're never going to be disappointed. And hopefully your audience won't either. Thanks.